Yo guys, listen, today we're going to be talking about my Sentinel build. Now this is by far the most aggressive build I have been messing around with, except it's got some tweaks. I know some other people, Sheik has come out with some stuff, True Vanguard has come out with some stuff when it's come to Sentinel build, but I've done tweaked mine specifically for dealing against mouse and keyboard users, as well as just dicking down some other people. It is a fantastic build. So without further ado guys, let's get started. Alright guys, so I'm going to kind of break this down the best way that I know how. Essentially though, you will be rocking your Sentinel class with the Code of the Protector. A lot of different things there that is obvious why Code of the Protector is really good. Essentially guys, what I want to do is choose a class that has some of the best neutral game. See, most of the Crucible games you get into these days, they're not going to be a lot of super usage, right? So, you know, your supers might be put out once to twice. So the rest of the fight, the rest of the game, you're going to be really taking advantage of your neutral game. And Sentinel to me, especially that top tree, has some of the best neutral game in all of Destiny right now. And I really like it. So you're going to be wanting to rock out that. On top of that, we're going to have to decide some exotics. Now, there's really only two exotics for me when deciding between Sentinel. When it comes to Sentinel specifically, I either go with Crest of Alpha Lupi, which is more or less my team engagement exotic. Anytime I get into situations where I'm doing a lot of team shotting, I'm having to sit back, especially like scout rifle range, I will use Crest. Now, if I'm being a lot more aggressive, if I've got a team that's actually being aggressive, or if I'm just playing solos in general, especially on your maps that are like mid to short range engagements, then Synthoceps without a doubt is extremely good, and it allows for you to really take advantage of that Code of the Protector tree. Now moving on to what's being said on the thumbnail. The thumbnail is being said that we're going to be going with 10 resiliency or max resiliency, which is 10 resiliency. And I gotta go ahead and start stressing a few things about 10 resiliency. So essentially what 10 resiliency allows, guys, it allows you to pretty much crank your health all the way up to 201. So if you look at it from health, from a 5 resiliency, it's like 196 health, 6 is 197, 7, 198, so on and so forth. You max out at 10, which is 201. And the beautiful thing about 10, especially here on PC, is a lot of people are using Sunshot. Now Sunshot, its optimal time to kill from what you see from a lot of people is 2 crits, 2 body shots at 1.2 seconds, which is kind of a bitch to deal with, especially against PC users that are very fast at landing shots. And so it's kind of been hell on me here lately, which is why I've come up with this build. Now, Max Armor Titans is not a new concept. It's just a concept in Destiny 1 that we all kind of look down upon. Again, it's one of those things that you're only going to use max resiliency because it's so many other people using things that aid their subclasses. See, back in the day, we kind of had like an understood what not to use. And now it's like a lot of people are using the things that make their class so good. You never see a striker without double pulses. You never see a Night Stalker not going invisible. And you never see a Voidwalker not taking advantage of Devour. People are definitely using the things that maximize their class. I find that this max resiliency here with Sentinel is what's going to aid you so well. So guys, I'm going to talk about mods real quick as well, because they do play a role in this. Now, when it comes to Synthoceps and it comes to Crest of Alpha Lupi, it's really going to depend on you. As in, if I was going to rock Synthoceps, I would have a set of armor completely devoted to bringing my melee cooldown as much as you possibly can. Now with Sentinel, you can only apply 2 different melee mods, which is pretty much for every class. But the thing about 2 melee mods, it actually will drop it from its standard 1 minute and 23 seconds to now 1 minute and 9 seconds. Extremely nice. I know it doesn't seem like a huge jump, but it makes a big difference. And when it comes to class ability timers, you can go from your standard time of 38 seconds to now 31 seconds with 2 mods. So it's little things like that that is allowing you to take more advantage of your class. And I would highly suggest at this moment that you really need to get 2 sets of armor. Have a set of armor purely for your aggressive Synthesept build, and then have a set of armor for your Crest of Alfie Loopy, your team-oriented build. So guys, that's just my suggestions on Sentinel. I like it, man, especially here on PC, dude. I like it, but I was already rocking this build right here on console, and I was actually going with like an Adjudicator. I know a lot of people think that Antiope is better. I think Adjudicator handles this once, but hey, to each their own. Either way it goes, it's a fantastic build, and I highly suggest it for you. Guys, as always, thank you so much for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.